Hello, how are you? My name is Phil Thompson from StreamingChurch.tv, and I'm going to show you your Streaming Church TV admin control panel. So you need to log in as an administrator, and when you do that, you will see this page. And I want to show you very quickly that there are some other options you might consider using that you get for no additional charge with StreamingChurch.tv. One of those is you have a church management system set up here where you can actually use it for communications, membership management, contributions, outreach, administration. There's actually a website management here, so if you want to use one of our websites, you can do that for no additional charge. There's also media management, which actually you probably will use if you're using StreamingChurch.tv to upload your streaming videos to your media vault, but you can also upload non-streaming videos, MP3s. There are some other things as well, polls and those kind of cool things. And over here on the right side is your mobile app management. Yes, you get a mobile app uh, with your account. It's called Church App Live, and you can get that and use that for your members to stay connected with your church. And you can actually brand that app in your own church's name as well. We'll give you more details about that as time goes on. Back over to the streaming management side of things here. First thing you ought to consider is making sure that your design template is set up before you start doing streaming. Now I'm going to drag over a Streaming Church TV platform. This is the design template here. Very quickly, I'll show you some things that are on your platform, your chat. You can see who's online. Obviously, nobody's online right now because we're doing this as a test and we're not streaming. There's notes, so your pastor can put in notes to his or her message. There's a map to show other people as well as yourself who's online, and there's some Bible software people can use as well. Down below this chat area here is what we call the static zone, and this zone here is something you can of course do before the service starts. You can put text in here, you can put an image in here, you can hyperlink things that you can kind of keep in here more or less permanently, so to speak, and people can click on links and see things down below here. And then over here on your left side is your player. This is obviously what people see the streaming service on. This is you can load in your own church logo. We've loaded this in here right now for Streaming Church TV. I'll show you how to do that later. Below this player is what we call the active dynamic zone, and we actually have a countdown timer in here. But the nice thing about the active dynamic zone is while you're streaming live, as an administrator, you can change what's under this player with a click of the mouse. So you will do some preloaded things for your active dynamic zone, which we'll show you in a second or so. And then you can change these things, multiple times in your service, and people can see different things on here, kind of like a revolving billboard, so to speak. So let's go back over to the admin area, services, and what did I say we needed to do first? Design templates. So you can choose a standard design, you can choose a customer design, something that a customer has done. You can design your very own platform area. Let's go to the standard designs first. You have just multiple hundreds of designs that you can choose from. Let's go ahead and let's choose this one right here. And I'll just give you a little example. Once you select a design, then you can click that, and then I'll drag this platform back over. It hasn't changed because it takes a few seconds, but I'll reload it very quickly, and you can see how we've changed the color. So that's one little feature that you can obviously take advantage of, but you can also do a deal where you can choose what maybe somebody else has designed. And again, there's lots of these here. You can choose one of those, or you can design your very own Streaming Church TV template platform. And we'll show you how to do that later, but this is how you would get to that area there. The next thing I would consider doing would be your static zone. Let's go back over here to static zone. Remember, the static zone is under the chat area. And this is your editor for the static zone. It's kind of like a little mini web page. This editor is something you would find like in a Microsoft Word or a website. And you can change, you can put different text in there. You can put hyperlinks, you can put images in here, and then once you're all done, just hit save, and it will show up under your chat platform. The other thing I would strongly recommend that you do is go over to your service times and make sure you set up your service times. This is relating to the countdown timer, and so you want to make sure people know when your services are. This is how you do it. We've already loaded some things in here like Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, Saturday. You can get rid of a service time like by hitting delete, and let's say you want to add maybe you have 2 Sunday services for some reason, so you can go over here and you can add a Sunday service, an additional Sunday service. We got one at 9. Let's do one at 11, and it is a.m. And we're not in Hawaii, we are in Arizona, so I'm going to choose Mountain Time. We don't observe daylight savings time here in Arizona, and I've just clicked create a new service, and voila, there it is. We have 2 services here. And if you want to get rid of your Wednesday or add something, you can do that. So that will reflect on your countdown timer. And then the next thing I would look at is maybe your streaming player skin, your players. You've got multiple players to choose from. This is what people see when they're viewing the service, and really they're all pretty much the same, but there's some different control features on the players that you can choose, and just click whatever you want there. And by the way, there's a player aspect ratio, so you have the choice of a widescreen player or a normal screen. And again, if you're going to go widescreen, make sure your live encoder settings, the resolution on those reflect that. Hit update your streaming player, and again, all these kind of things people will see from the Streaming Church TV platform. This is the player here, and it just has some different things on it. So hopefully that helps you a little bit. One more thing that we probably ought to talk about would be your active dynamic zone, which is under your player. And to choose your active dynamic zone, you click active dynamic zone, and let's say you want to select a dynamic area that's already been set up. We do actually give you some that are preset. Countdown timers and different things are in there, different images. Here are some things that we have loaded or other people have loaded here testing this thing. So you can select any one of these things, and it will show up under. Once you select it, a few seconds it will show up under your player. So instead of your countdown timer, you'll have a different image in there. And let's say you want to create a brand new one, something different you want to put in there. So let's go back over here to your active dynamic zone. Let's say we want to add a new active dynamic zone. So we want to preload this. Let's say uh, this is new, and let's say we want to put an image in here. So you would go to an area here in your editor for your images. You actually have your own little gallery that has, again, a few things preloaded for you, but also you can load your own things in here, and then once you've loaded them, you can choose them. Let's say we're going to, I don't know, celebrate women's ministry. Just click women's ministry there. You can edit the image here, and then hit OK, and there's the content, and you can just create content when you're done, and then here it is with other things that you can load and load. And then if you want to choose them and put them under there, you just hit that and you select that. So hopefully that will help you a little bit. If you have any questions, by all means, just send us an email. The email is support@StreamingChurch.tv.